But now,
look who's here.
With glory and renown. He had 105 receptions, 6 tutties. Let's welcome Puka Nacua.
What's up, Puka? How are you, man?
What's up?
Hey, good to meet you, man.
What's up, man? Pleasure, man. Congratulations on a kick-ass stellar year, man. It was awesome, dude.
Thank you so much. It was crazy. It was a long year for sure, though.
You know what it is, Puka? It's wild because when, like, your name is now, everyone knows your name, Puka Nacua. But I remember, like, week 1 and 2, people
right.
what's his name? Nuka Puku? Like, and then because you came out blazing, everyone's like, who is this dude? And that it's funny how you went from, how do you pronounce his name? What's it?
Exactly.
To everybody the guy, throwing up numbers every week. Did you get the sense, because I've heard some of your teammates say, training camp, they're like, yo, he's got something. Like, we got to steal. Did you get that feeling like, yo, I think I can make something happen here?
A little bit. I think my confidence definitely continued to grow. I think there was a time during OTAs where I got to go with the ones, and I caught a 5-yard route from Matthew, and it was a smooth transition. I made a move on the post safety, and it was like that was like just a moment. I don't even know if it wasn't a good play. It was only 5 yards and stuff, like nothing too crazy, but allowed my confidence to kind of go up, and everybody around me helped me thrive.
Is that how it works for you guys on this level too? Like that's a tone setter. You get that one catch out of the way, and you're kind of like, yes.
Yeah, especially I think confidence is the number one big thing. If you can't go out there and be confident, your skill set might not be as valuable, but man, that one catch definitely it sent me in the right direction.
We were talking about it on any level because Rich in Sunday softball, if he misses a ground ball,
I would say like if in the first inning you make a nice snag, the rest of the game you feel confident.
Oh,
if you make an error, you're like, oh god,
it's just the one you're thinking about the whole time.
Yeah. So I'm assuming like every level of the way you've dominated. Now you're in an NFL uniform. You're right. That first rep where you're like, if this goes well,
let's go.
Let's set the tone.
100%. Yeah.
Hey, how much did it mean to you to see your highlights as an NFL player on TV? Like, obviously, you've seen highlights before, but now you're in the NFL. Did that mean something to you? You're like, man, look at him talking about me. Look at the highlights. Or did you stay away from all that?
I try to stay away from that. I guess Cooper Kupp is the mentor of our team, and I definitely am like a social media kid, so I am aware my girlfriend is on TikTok and stuff. So I definitely would see some of it, but it was just to be around Coop and the ability to reset, because it was the beginning of the season. I felt like I was playing good, but we weren't able to win. And I'm as a competitor, like we wanted to win games, and that's what we're here to do. So it was a point of like, man, like, my personal success wasn't leading to team success, so it wasn't that rewarding.
You know what I noticed so much more about, maybe the Rams more than any other team, how health and everyone being on the same page can make such a difference. Team starts out slow, and it's like, maybe the Rams are going through a little rebuild or something, but then when you're healthy, Cooper comes back, you're there, it's like, wow, you guys were hot towards the end. And honestly, you lost a super close game that you could have kept going. Like, you got to feel confident going into next year now.
100%. I feel like we got a good group of guys, but then it left a sour taste in my mouth. So these off season, everybody's excited, and we're going to come back for more for sure.
But a fire in your belly, though.
Yeah,
right?
100%. That's right. It was so funny. I mean, looking back at kind of the reflection of the season, like, man, there's so many things of being able to like look back and like being able to break records and have the season, the second half that we were, and then to be like, man, it was almost good that we didn't win it all, because it almost for my first year, it's already been such a crazy year and such a blessing. For if we would have won, I think I might have retired.
Spread out. I was gonna say, spread out the awesomeness, right?
Yeah,
spread it out.
I would have retired, especially this is my hometown in Las Vegas. I was born out here. I was like, I would have signed my cleats and said, I'm done.
I wanted to ask you about that. Again, born in Vegas, grew up in Utah, right?
Yep.
And how does it feel to be back? Like, what do you do? What does Puka Nacua do in Vegas?
Yeah, my brothers live by the M Resort, and that's a lot of where the Raiders facility and stuff is. So it's a really nice new area. My brothers just had a newborn baby, so I've been spending some time with him, and his little boy, his older son, his first son is a menace. He's 3. He's about to turn 4 soon.
Yeah,
so
my kid's gonna be 4 next week. He thinks he's a dinosaur. Yeah, like they're at that age.
He's got monster trucks galore and stuff. So oh my gosh, it's been so funny.
It's got to be that cool uncle.
Uncle Puka's got to be buying some nice presents.
100%. It was funny. I got a picture of saying he's been wearing his 17 shirt that he has for like 4 days straight, and my brother was like, yeah, he hasn't washed it, but it's because we FaceTime one time, and he used to be a Dolphins fan. But now we got him in the 17 jersey, and he was hooked, and I was like, I love that model, boy. I'm so excited.
And that's an interesting point. I'm glad you brought that up. Puka Nacua here with COVINO Rich. I always assume, we've had this conversation, if my son grew up to play for the Colts, I'm a Colts fan. Like,
so you abandoned all the years of the 49ers.
I'm a Niners fan. Okay. Sorry, I know. You're Rams, Niners. But Puka, I'd imagine.
Noticed with it on that side.
I'd imagine, though, if your family is all like, whatever their alliance was, that's history.
100%.
They're with Puka and the Rams now, right?
Yeah, except my brother, my sister-in-law is her family. They were Dolphins, so that's why Monoboy. They gave him the choice, and Monoboy picked wrong at the beginning, but he's on the right side now.
What about you growing up?
I was a Packers fan. So with Troy Polamalu being of Polynesian descent, being a Samoan kid, so the Steelers was our team. So, but I loved offense, scoring touchdowns. They had Brett Favre, they had Aaron Rodgers, they had Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, Devontae Adams, Jordy Nelson. So it's like they had guys who could throw the ball, but then they also had wide receivers. So it's like that's my team. And then they won in 2011, and my whole family hated it. I was like, that might have been the worst year because everybody was like, I had to take out the trash, I had to do the dishes extra. I was like, I was the younger brother, but they got me because we won.
That's great.
Still got that mane, man. I saw him in a commercial this morning with Mahomes, the hair flowing and everything.
It's so nice.
Dude, you got to jump on that. I feel like you could grow that out.
A little bit. I don't know if I'll let my hair get that long, but I like where my hair's at.
He's got the long hair going on. You know it. By the way, we're here in Vegas, Radio Row, Puka Nacua. Last night, the NFL honors. We were at the fight. And, of course, C.J. Stroud won Rookie of the Year. Dude, everybody was talking about you most of the season as well. Is that something you wanted?
I think not necessarily during the season, but after the season.
Because, dude, if it wasn't for C.J. Stroud's season, that was yours.
Yeah,
right?
100%. I think so, but it was cool. I had the opportunity to do my combine training with C.J., and I got to know him, so I loved watching him ball. I think to be a young guy and I know of how much we ask Matthew, I can't imagine playing the quarterback position, so I know it's definitely well-deserved, and C.J.'s a baller as well. So
yeah.
No, I know you said you don't like watching a lot of the highlights and get caught up in that, but the footage of you embracing your family when you were breaking records, you have to see that, right? And like how special and like how everyone, you got to imagine all of us were like, that's so nice.
Yeah, that's I guess that's been some of the blessings of having just the media around in some of those moments, because I think of all the time that moment, to be able to share that moment with my mom and physically, and then be able to show my kids that later on in my life will be something I'm forever grateful for.
Now, Puka, I mean, you slayed it this year, but you weren't like top receiver picked in the draft, and we see what Brock Purdy's doing for the Niners. Is it like do people just not see something sometimes at the combine or the draft or something? Because the way you played, the way Brock is playing, is the draft just so arbitrary for certain positions, like where you played in college? Like what's your assessment of when you see guys that didn't get drafted in the first round just lighting it up?
Yeah, I guess it's hard because I know the 40, I think that, especially at my position, like how much weight, it's, when you have guys like Tyreek Hill and the ability to be an explosive play at any moment of the game, I think that's definitely, if I was picking, I would take that into consideration as well. So me not running fast, and then I had to deal with injuries. So I think of those two things and not be like, not allowing that person to really showcase what they are, but then in between those white lines, like you see it, just like you mentioned with some of those guys in the late round, that gives a little bit of that extra edge mentally to be like, hey, I'm ready to roll.
Also the maturity. How old are you?
22.
You're 22, so I mean, like just from 20 to 21 to 22, you're getting stronger and growing. Like it's not like it's not like the final product.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I got to lose some weight though.
Lose some weight.
Yeah, I was a little bit heavier during the season, but the off season, I guess I could walk around a little bit lighter.
What's your vice then, man? What were you snacking, eating? Dunkaroos late at night?
Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah, with little hostess white chowder. The white powder ones.
Those are great.
I have a question, man. I'm into the whole look and the get up, and you got that really shiny gold rope chain, and that pendant. So how does that work? Someone send you that? You pick that out? What is that?
17.
Number? Okay.
It's a 17. It has my rookie records and some of the stuff on the back. But this was a gift. Aaron Donald gifted this to me.
No way.
The GOAT number 99. It was a Pro Bowl gift. I was leaving the Pro Bowl. He had Mo Diamonds was the guy who made it for me out there, who's known AD for a while. But it was so crazy. My first chain, and I wear it proudly. And I don't know if I could change my number now.
That's a nice nice one, man.
Oh,
And
what a
you're
nice
here-
gift. Like when veterans are like that to you, that must feel, you know.
It was a huge. I mean, I got to know AD, and we invited me over to his house sometimes, get to hang out with his kids, and then obviously hang out with him, and he's the best. So it was a huge. I'm super grateful because I feel like my confidence is good. I'm smiling all the time, but when I got it, I think I smiled for 20 minutes straight in the car. I was like, this is crazy.
That is great. I smile too if I have that.
Now, Pookie, here with Toyota,
Yeah.
the official automotive part of the NFL. What are you doing this weekend with Toyota?
Helping them promote the new 2024 Tacoma that they're going to come out with. I didn't have a car in college, but I obviously got a new car. But I didn't know I was a truck guy either. So the 2024 Tacoma, they had it over there I was with Chris Long, and the setup of it was the Highlander. They have a new truck, but oh my gosh, you got to go out to Moab, Utah if you've never been out there. You take a little Toyota Tacoma, you get all the boys, and you have everybody in the back, and you absolutely rip up Moab, Utah. But then they also have a new interactive way they're showcasing their new cars. They have a little bit of an obstacle course and an event where I'm going to be posted out there, and you'll get a chance to win some prizes and stuff over there. So Toyota's got a good setup, and they're going to help make sure that the fans enjoy it out here.
This is ultimately frustrating because I like Puka Nacua so much, and he plays on a team in the division of the
know what it
49ers.
is?
So now when the Niners play the Rams, I have to root for Puka to get like 150 yards, a couple touchdowns, but just not win.
You root for the players. You can stick with your team, man. We'll be rooting for you, bud.
No, I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thanks for your time, man.
Thank you guys
Congrats.
so much.
Continued
Nice to meet you
success,
guys.
man.
Appreciate
What
that.
a nice guy.
All right, Puka Nacua with COVINO and Rich.